Welcome to Groucho and the Gentleman Podcast. We getting it in. Enjoy.
This is brand new for us. You see, we on an official new set.
Official.
We getting that money.
Yeah. No, we're not. The studio's getting the money. That's not us.
No, we're not.
I go by the name of JP Groucho.
Of course, I'm the gentleman. The gentleman.
Yes.
A wolf.
And unfortunately, I'm sick Ali Al in the background this week.
The world-class traveler, that's why.
And we got two special guests with us. Would y'all like to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, so I am Miss Kim Peters, and I go by Kim Passion if you're nasty.
Spicy.
But this is new, guys. We never knew this side of her.
Oh, you never knew about Kim Passion?
No.
I'm pretty nasty. I never got to call you Kim Passion.
Yes. Well, hence
We'll
the dress.
start. It's a stockings, it's a dress.
And you?
Tivaun Cooper. I go by Tiv, and it all depends on where you've met me. You may know me as Shelby. So.
Okay.
Yeah, we got some. We got some dual personalities.
Yes.
Well, welcome to the show, guys.
Welcome
Thank
to the
you
show.
for having us.
Y'all
Thank you for having us.
This is the first time we've ended doing seasons, so we're doing episode counts now. So
Yes.
this is episode 30.
Easier.
Episode 30, and you are our first official guest, and we welcome y'all.
Well, I mean, we always have our unofficial guests. Just go on ahead and walk by, bro. Like, just go on ahead. Get to where you need to go.
Gentlemen.
So since we discovered at the beginning of this podcast, y'all don't watch the podcast.
We watch it. We
You know what?
Do not. They didn't even know I'm in the background.
We watch
Ali Al in the background.
No, we made references.
It was
and y'all
one
laughed.
person.
That's not true.
Y'all was like, Ali, you on the show?
Not everybody. I knew that.
So we usually start off the show by playing a song and try to figure out
Stump each
who
other.
knows the song and stump each other.
Yeah.
So since we have mostly Jamaicans, I'm gonna play my favorite Jamaican
done.
song.
over for
It's
me.
over for you, Ali.
Caribbean. This is just Caribbean mostly.
Even still, Isa Vinci, big up.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
big up all of things
They're right,
sunshine.
man.
Yes.
Yo, they don't usually talk like this in person, y'all. They be having a yummy.
I
We
need
do
a
talk like this.
translator. I don't know what's happening. That's gonna be the whole
Alison
show.
looks at me to translate every time there's somebody says shut up. All
So,
right.
pardon me.
You got something?
Don't blame it on me.
I'm gonna play my favorite Jamaican artist, and I want y'all to see who's gonna be the first real Jamaican
Oh, here we go with this
to
foolishness.
guess the artist.
Here we go with
It's
the
okay. I was
foolishness.
born in America, Trump. Please.
It's
American
Patra.
really quick.
It's Patra.
Deport them.
Deport them. Excuse
I'm
me.
going with Patra. It's Spice.
I'm gonna say excuse
It gotta be
me.
spicy.
I'm just naming people.
Oh my gosh. How you play the
Let's do
song?
this.
Y'all ready?
We're ready.
I want the blood clot this. Rastaman. I
Shall not
Yeah, but
want.
who's the artist?
Garnet Silk.
Kim Passion is the
It's Biggie Smalls.
Well done, Kim Passion.
That's it.
from Mandeville.
Okay.
You know what? You put
Where
on
my
that
family?
fancy skirt and you change.
It's Busta Rhymes.
I mean, he's Caribbean somewhat, isn't he?
He is.
He's all the way.
He is
That
Caribbean.
is Garnet Silk. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
man.
Well
Dope.
Well done.
Thank you,
didn't know
thank
this.
you.
I didn't. Garnet
You
Silk.
knew
You knew the song.
Garnet
They knew the
Silk
song.
be dead a long time, like
Right,
over
right,
20
right.
years.
Yeah. Garnet Silk.
I know his
But they
name.
both do the song. You didn't sing
Well,
nothing.
I know the song. I know the artist.
No, you
I
didn't.
know that. I even know where he's buried because my
You know where he's
aunt
buried?
in Greenville.
Yeah, in Mandeville. Yeah.
You better
Because
sit
my
down
aunt-
somewhere, Cameron.
My aunt was with a guy who lived like 5 minutes from where he's buried. So yeah,
In Mandeville.
yeah,
Yeah.
Greenville.
And my
I
family
live
is
rough
from
part of
Mandeville, so
Yeah,
yeah.
country.
Yeah,
It's
country.
Yeah. On the cell, you can't go on the cell instead of wrong.
No,
I just want to test Kendrick real quick.
What did you for?
They both knew the lyrics. If you really knew the song, what's this?
Well, I knew the sound.
Yo, Kendrick don't know nothing but Frank Sinatra.
American.
He don't know nothing but Frank Sinatra.
Okay, I know the sound of the song, but I know this.
This sound like
wait. This is a remix song.
But it is scripture.
No, it is. I know it's a scripture.
Which scripture?
Yeah, the way I walk to the valley.
And which
The
song?
shadow of the
And what's that?
Jesus.
Psalm 23. Psalm 23.
Right here's the chorus.
Hold on.
The chorus.
Actually, I've never heard this one.
this sound like the Jamaican party is ending.
No,
Now slow dance at the end.
It's either the early warm
Right,
up,
see the
it's
start or
either
the
the
end.
early or
Yeah.
the end. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Who's your favorite reggae artist?
That's a good question.
Shabba. I don't know.
Wow, that's
That's
racist.
how-
I like
No.
Barris.
Yeah,
How's that
Barris
racist?
is good. It's Barris is
I was gonna play
good.
Barris, but
No,
that was
Yeah, that's too easy.
We are off topic here.
What? What we outside?
So,
We didn't even give you a topic.
What time he asked?
because a reggae artist is different from a dance hall artist. They're two different genres.
But
That's true. That's true.
I mean, I
But
ain't be no technical. I'm from
technical
Brooklyn
artist,
still.
reggae.
If you say dance hall, you have to go like Beanie Man, Spice, Bounty Killer.
No, we just put a one big genre.
Reggae.
Yeah,
Exactly.
big
Yeah.
genre.
Big
Both of
genre.
them.
That's big genre.
Both of
Big
them.
genre, big
Kirk
genre.
Franklin.
I love Kirk Franklin.
I do like Kirk,
I do
though.
like Kirk.
I mean,
too. But he's not a reggae or
talks
dancer.
Completely out of my league.
Stick with Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, you should sing about
Busta,
You was good with Busta.
Busta.
Bust.
So you got Barris, you got Spice, and who you got?
I don't know.
Patra.
I like older people. I like Lady Saw.
Oh, I love Lady Saw.
I like Vanessa Bling. I like.
Vanessa Bling.
Yeah, I like that. She do so. If I it's
What's
like a
her
vibes.
Cartel.
Introducing Vanessa Slim, and then she talk about one man from a pool.
Boom,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
She has
lovely.
some good songs.
Very
Like,
X-rated.
she kept the
But
90s.
that's not old.
in.
That's new.
No,
Yeah,
that
that
was
sounds
like
new. I'm gonna say that's a new one.
it's in the
Like all the-
90s. It's in the
Yeah, that's
90s.
fairly-
so-
that's-
90s.
Is that-
90s. No, that's 2000.
That's not
No,
the 90s.
That's not like
When
some
Vine-
vibe.
She did start in the 90s.
Oh,
That's
she
what I'm
started
yeah,
in the
it was all
90s. But that's
So
wrong.
she-
So I like more like
I know
like those kind of 90s
red
songs.
wine.
I love red
You
wine.
went to the white people out of it?
Yeah, yeah, and Bob
Just
Marley,
like them
those
little
people,
Juicy
you know
Party,
what I'm
they're the
saying?
ones lining up in the line for
Yeah.
Juicy Party.
That should be crazy. So I was
It's the white
passing
folk.
by Nostrin and Fulton today by the
Yeah.
new Juicy Patty store.
Yeah.
And the line, so there are two lines outside. There's one on the sidewalk. There's one.
This is not a free
outside the
promotion,
store.
Juicy Patty.
Yeah.
And
We
there's
get free
a
patties.
whole ton of
Yeah,
people
we don't be
inside.
putting no names.
And I'm like, what is
Right.
this? Like, this is
Was there a lot of
ridiculous.
white people on it? Probably mostly white, wasn't it?
Well, I was shocked to see them black people waiting in line when Golden Crust is right there. Like,
But you know,
That's
Golden
Nah, they be
Golden
wildin' at
Crust,
Golden
Terrible.
Crust.
them have too much crust.
Too much
They be wildin' at Golden Crust.
They're not golden. They're not golden enough for you.
It's too much
not
crust.
going
They
over
just
there.
crust.
You better off going to a mom and pop shop.
Yeah.
No, seriously. But you know,
Yeah.
there's another place that's next to it that's pretty good. I'm not gonna name names anymore, but there's another patty place, not
Yeah.
the other ugly one that's next to the other place. Never mind.
Okay.
But,
Yeah.
but there's a bunch of them right in one vicinity.
Yeah.
So, but anyway,
So before we get into the topics,
Yes,
Kim Passion, let us know a little bit about yourself.
About
You got-
you.
A little bit.
A little bit,
All
little
right, that's enough. All right, so
a little bit. So from Brooklyn, born and raised, loved it. Started off in Flatbush, then I ended up in Bushwick. I
parents
love,
are Jamaican.
Huh?
Parents Jamaican.
So my mom is Jamaican. My father is from Grenada.
okay,
Okay.
But raised in Trinidad. So I have a little bit of
Interesting.
that.
I
Yeah.
like three different
So you were
rotis.
missing
Yeah, I
out.
love a roti. I love a roti.
Wow.
I love a roti.
That is three different rotis.
Yeah.
That is,
Well, Jamaicans, we don't do roti.
we don't do
but
rotis, but
we don't do
right,
that.
yeah. But
But-
we now.
Y'all
But
try
we
it
would eat
now.
them. We would
you know?
eat. Yeah, they try it, but they shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like
know,
macaroni.
bust up on that.
They shouldn't try it, but it's
No, don't try
okay.
macaroni either. Leave that to the.
Yeah,
Yeah, we do. We
I
eat
say
it all.
leave it to the Americans.
Leave it to the
Yeah.
Americans.
It's called
and
macaroni pie.
Yeah, macaroni pie for
That's not
Caribbean.
how- Macaroni pie tough.
Yeah.
So, how about you, Tivaun?
So,
Damn, that was enough.
I'm like, okay.
We said brief.
Down
I was like-
real
I was
We said brief.
I was like, huh?
It's a 60-minute show.
There's like, huh?
No, what do you do? Do you do any? Do you care to say what you do for a living?
Yes, what do you do for a living?
Yeah, so I work with high school students and I do helping them with like their post-secondary journey, like what they're going to do after. Almost like a guidance counselor, but we call it post-secondary counselor because it's not only college you can go to, you can go, like
Stop
to the
looking at
army,
the damn
different
camera.
things.
You having a conversation.
Yeah, but I'm going,
No,
I'm
she doing
talking
good,
to the
though. She
audience.
doing good. She
Yeah.
looking at the camera. She doing
Yeah, I'm doing both. I like,
professional.
I'm trying to be
Professional. Go
professional,
ahead, do it.
because I don't want it to make
She's
it seem
also
like
a
I'm not
professional
talking to the
comedian.
audience.
Y'all don't know this.
She's a comedian.
Yes, I do.
You mean she does stand up?
Yes.
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 Oh, really?
Yes.
Put him under your wings.
Yes. Back in my time, I don't do it as much anymore. It's changed a little bit. But yeah, definitely love
I
that.
didn't know that about you, Kim.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
gotta do the next one together.
No.
Yeah, let's
no,
do
no,
it.
who you?
Yes. How was it?
It went well.
It went well. Yeah, I think it would
Insert
go well.
clip, JP.
Well, who went? Who went with, to see you? And anybody come?
I listen.
I
Oh,
did.
you the only one
Yes.
that
How
went?
was
The only
it?
one that supported me.
Well, I thought
Wow.
I said I wasn't going.
No, there was more than just me.
I wasn't here that
Didn't Corey
weekend.
go? I thought Corey went. Huh?
I wasn't here that weekend.
There's about
No, it was Alex. Then shout out Alex.
Who's Alex?
Alexia.
I don't know who that is. No.
Yes, you do. You know her by face.
Yeah, but I don't know.
She was with us. Anyway.
Yeah,
you know.
I'm
her.
always
yeah.
confused, too.
Yeah. And I also went to school for funeral service because
What?
I thought,
See, told you.
So you telling
Told
corpse
y'all.
jokes?
yeah, I did.
No wonder y'all get along. He went to murder
Yes.
people and
You
I
too.
don't like to
You
murder
But like,
You kill everybody on the
mine is
show,
all
bro.
talk. I feel like they actually do things.
Like we actually would do it.
Yeah. actually do
Every
it.
episode, somebody that didn't die, Cameron done killed them.
Well, half of them are
that
dead.
person is not
Wow.
dead.
Some of them are dead.
Some people are dead.
Now, my
Most of
thing
them are
is,
not.
Out of sight, out of mind. Yeah, dead. Gone.
Dang.
Out of sight.
You gotta be careful of Kevin.
So usually, like when I am done with you,
What?
done with anybody with a friendship
Them dead.
relationship,
You just say you stalk your exes, dog.
That is
Wait
true.
a minute. You know what? We can talk about that because we had some stories that you
okay,
might
all
talk.
right, we're not going there. But
We're talking about his background.
But
What-
is Kim
That-
Kim
remember we
Passion
start
done?
with-
Is
Hold
Kim
on,
Passion
Yeah,
done?
I'm
time out.
good.
Let's
Yeah.
let him get his intro out.
Yeah, let him
my
get his intro.
right. So, born and raised in Jamaica, immigrated here when I was 18. Came here with dad and my brother to his side of the family. We were living in Canarsie, and I lived in Canarsie for
The
5
Flossy.
years.
And live with the Asians.
The flossy.
Hated it because
You
you
hate
always
the
had to get
Haitians?
off the L train and get a bus. It was ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's hard.
It's behind God.
Flatbush.
It's behind God's back. I'm like,
Especially back then.
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
Dalaman was really Dalaman back then. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you always had to. There's a cab company right outside the L train. You always gotta like go there if you want to get home quickly because waiting for that B6 or that B103, forget it.
Yep.
And so, when I
Shout out to that Catholic school. I had footnote. Oh, anyway.
What Catholic?
Yeah.
Right there.
Wait, can we talk about the
Yeah.
most
I
fabulous
love
dinner
Catholic.
parties in the world?
School?
Let's
about
not.
it.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, he not done with his
You
introduction.
can't get out
Well,
of
that could be
this.
part of your intro.
That could have been a part of the introduction because I wanted to attend.
Apparently
It's
I
a great
throw
hostess.
elaborate dinner parties, and if you're invited,
It's not
come
a
home.
parent. Like, dude be Queen of England. Like,
Periwinkles.
I love
when
it.
I say pinky
I
up,
love it.
teacup,
How
I'm
many
scared
courses?
to
I love
eat
it.
So-
off of anything.
So you have cocktail hour, which usually has like 5 options for you.
Is this what you do for money or
No,
No,
this is
this
just
is-
Just for fun.
yeah. Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving. There's always a dinner party for the
Yes.
holidays, and then for the summer, there's also. So this summer, I will be having instead of having a sit down, I call it Friends in White. I will do stand up where it's just be cocktail highboards and.
But you say you doing comedy too? Like what? Everybody.
Oh yeah, so like, I usually, so I go all out every time.
Yes.
I
Well, they're nicely done, I will say. They are very nicely
What are you
done.
talking about? The
I mean, literally 6 or 7. How many
we talking about
courses?
the
so
difference.
so
No, we invite. Can we call
Well,
it?
I wasn't
What?
there.
We get
Yes,
we
yes.
wasn't like that.
I was a
We
plus
ain't
one.
no-
I was
I
a
was
plus
no
one.
bad.
So,
I was
yeah,
a plus one,
Henry-
but
They were invited for Easter and Kenrick canceled.
I did because I thought I was going somewhere else.
Don't be looking at me. You wasn't coming to my house.
No. I'm just saying.
He canceled, and I couldn't believe it.
Well, I said you could have gone by yourself. He would have loved to have you.
Yes,
I told you.
And I got nothing. No invite.
How can you be a plus? How can somebody invite one person? You're a +1, and the +1, the person who invited you didn't come.
I don't have your number. Right. That's why.
But I'm a +1. How can you come to somebody's house like that? Yeah. You can't.
Where's your one?
Where's the person that was really invited?
Finish your intro.
So I'm into fine bone china. Professionally, I work in HR. I work for New York City Health and Hospitals, and I'm specialized in workers' comp. So
I'm falling down a flight of stairs.
Me too.
I'm gonna tell you on here what to do, but speak to me off the air.
Oh, please help me! Help me!
I'm gonna tell you what to do. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
Yeah, that's good.
So one thing that we have in common is, of course, you love your fine dishes and this and that. So Cameron shared with me, what the hell's going on in the background? Come on.
The latest version of software is available for your TV.
And I'm not cutting it out.
What's going on?
See, this is a real studio at work. Right. This is it. This is real studio at work, guys.
And I'm not cutting it out, so if you see it in the background.
You know what? We give you guys the behind the scenes in front of the camera.
I love it.
And this is how we work. Reverse.
Just last week, I was in London. Mm-hmm. Didn't really work out the best for me, but
tell them where you were at.
Oxford.
At
the Rhodes House with Rhodes Scholars.
You the Rhodes House. At the actual Rhodes House.
Yes.
And Wolf was telling me you just came from, or you did some.
No. He had an audience with the Duke was here when Allison was there.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Duke of Edinburgh.
So the Duke of Edinburgh, who is
where's Edinburgh?
UK.
That's in
Scotland.
Scotland.
Yes.
Edinburgh Castle is in Scotland.
That nigga's too proper for me. Where's that at?
Right.
The UK is part of the UK.
I don't watch BBC.
I'm weak.
So the Duke of Edinburgh was in town for a fundraiser for the Wren Project. The Wren Project is to help St. James's Church. St. James's Church, Piccadilly in London. And
Piccadilly, I like that.
Yeah.
Piccadilly Circus.
Piccadilly.
So I had 3 audiences with him. Last Monday, I had an audience with him and a group of young adults. It was about 20-something of us. And he was facilitating a conversation on what change we would like to see and how we can be the change in society. So that was a very good conversation. It lasted for an hour. And after that, in the evening, I went to a reception hosted by the St. Andrew's Society, which is a Scottish society, and he was there, and he saw me again, and he
remembered you.
And then the Tuesday night was a big gala. It was in my church. My church got transformed into a ballroom. It was like you were in Bridgerton scene.
Oh.
It was
I don't know none of this shit this nigga talking about.
You've never seen Bridgerton?
So
I see pieces.
Okay.
well,
Yeah.
Well, actually,
Is that the one when the moms was like trying to sell her son off?
Well, but they're trying to sell their daughters. Not sell them, they're marrying them off.
Yeah.
They're married now. Yeah. That's
Look
what I
at
mean.
that.
Man.
Who is that?
Okay. Oh, that's the lady from Bridgerton.
She was the black lady. What
Lady Danbury.
I'm not
Yes,
Lady
Lady
Danbury.
Danbury.
It's like the main star.
Google her because I'm not showing that in post.
Wait, let me see Lady Danbury.
You definitely, you could probably put the
Lady
picture in because it was
No,
really nice.
that's work.
Yeah, she was my favorite.
Nobody
character.
pays me for this kid.
My bad. I thought
She's
you
English,
just wanted to do it
Yes,
for personal.
yes.
So Lady Danbury was there and His Royal Highness, and so I got a chance again to meet him, and he said, when I was presented to him, and Your Royal Highness Tivaun Cooper.
Your Royal Highness.
And he shook my hand and he said, "Oh, very lovely to see you." He said, "I saw you yesterday morning, and I saw you somewhere else
shit.
again yesterday."
You're stalking the man?
It's
Come
Come on, Megan Markle. Come on, Megan Markle.
Megan.
I've been recognized, and he's like, "Very nice to see you here again tonight." So I mean, How many people can say the Duke remembers?
Exactly.
That's true. Well, you
were
saw
you
it
like
3 days
only?
in a row.
Were you the
Well,
only
2 days
black
in a row.
man though? Were you the only black man though?
Well, I wasn't at the young adult group he was
because you're no
facilitating.
longer
Yeah.
young.
But no,
No longer young, yeah?
But at the St. Andrews Society,
Yes.
I was the only black one in the room.
Yeah, so
Okay.
of course I feel like he's gonna remember the
But come
only
on,
black
you're so
man.
regal. Like
for
I've always
real.
told this to you. Like you always walk around so regal,
Yeah.
and then
Mm-hmm.
you know, like when you invited me to dinner at your house, I was like, I don't want to touch nothing.
You don't want to eat anything.
It's not
It's
even I
so
don't want to eat
special.
anything. It's like everything is so delicate.
Fine
And
bone
here
china.
I'm a
Yeah.
bull.
Fine bone
Lord,
china.
fine bone, periwinkles and
Fine
everything.
bone china.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm used to plastic
Kenrick took
forks.
that experience from
What are
me.
we doing? And why am I here?
More parties.
But here, when I got invited to go to Oxford,
Yes,
I'm
yes.
all excited. Like I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be like people are gonna want to listen to what I gotta say, and oh, I got sick.
Oh, so you couldn't get to.
She didn't explore.
I saw nothing. I saw the back of my eyelids.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
I'm not laughing
Was
at
it
the
COVID
situation.
or
I'm just
anything?
laughing at the.
Oh no.
First, I went to Central London. We landed in Heathrow. I knew I was sick there. We landed in Heathrow. We took the express to the underground. I can't remember what train stop we got off. And my boy who got me on the trip and got me, he's like, oh, we'll do an hour. Everybody just rest. And I was like, yep, that hour turned into 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, yeah.
When I said nothing.
Wow.
Not a
Wow.
That's
thing. And the
unfortunate.
next night, we had the formal dinner at the Rhodes house.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, y'all know me sneakers and jeans.
No, not in the UK.
I
Not
on
in the UK.
heels. Like I was done.
Oh, she dresses up.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen her
she
dress
dresses up. She not yet.
I see the
She does.
I see her dressed up in
Yeah,
sneakers.
She does, yeah.
I've seen you dressed up once in your nice gown and your sneakers for your birthday.
But she also wears
Now
heels.
this.
Yes,
heels
I've
on.
seen heels.
I got my makeup package, but I'm really, really sick. It doesn't make sense for me to put on a whole face.
I mean, you don't
I know how to
have to
do
do
makeup, all. I was like, it doesn't, because I'm just not. And I'm sitting there at the Rhodes house,
Sick.
sick.
To get a drug.
And I'm
Dead
telling
Rose.
people, like, I don't want to seem like I'm a snob. I don't want people to think that I just know I'm there with a room of 45 total
Prominent people.
presenters.
Yes,
Scholars
yes,
and-
yes, yes.
I can't talk to people. Like, I have no voice, but then I'm also trying to preserve my voice.
Are you on the mic? It look like you
Oh,
leading.
yeah. No, this is
Lean with it, rock with it.
I know,
sensitive
Like
to
I
those
have
don't out.
issues
We're
with
on the
audio,
show, so those
right?
don't out
I
there.
have issues with audio. Like, I'm just all the way, like, 100% not there. But then people recognize my work
All the way in the UK.
all the way in the UK with my
Yeah, you're the next
pantry.
chancellor. Let's get to it.
And they keep sending people over to me, and I'm like, I can't talk. Like, I sound like everybody's grandfather. Like, and then I'm losing my voice. But I know the next day I got stuff to do. Child, please.
How did you even survive that flight back? Because all that, the pressure and all
Let me
that.
tell you something.
Oh my God.
I can't tell you anything
You're knocked out?
about London, and we stayed in central London.
Oh my God.
I
That's
can't
terrible.
tell you anything about Oxford,
Oh.
except that I had to go to, I think, Bob's or Bobby's pharmacy.
Bobby's? You went to Bobby's? Yes. There's a Bobby's.
No, don't think Flatbush. Don't think Flatbush. Don't
That's where
think
the
Flatbush. I wasn't at People's. I wasn't at People's. I wasn't at Don't Think Flatbush.
Caribbean Macy's.
Their pharmacy, their
Basically.
pharmacy
Yeah.
chain is Bobby's.
But your trip leads me to our first topic that I want to talk about. So since you were stuck in a hotel room and watching TV, what was something that you noticed?
Yo, the biggest thing that I noticed, there were hardly any commercials about medicine. If you sit in America and I don't care what time of the day, I don't care what type of medicine.
Mm-hmm.
They got all these commercials about medicine.
They do.
Right.
And cigarettes.
There was
They do.
no commercials
Yeah.
about medicine.
I never see cigarette
And they be
commercials.
like, it may cause heartburn, diabetes. You might die. You might die.
That's the crazy
You
part.
might die. It might take your life.
Consult with your doctor before you do.
Right, but try this new drug.
Yo,
You won't have a headache no more because you're dead.
You'll feel better.
At least I'm glad you didn't take any of it.
But that's the crazy. Like, what do y'all think about the way the pharmaceuticals are being pushed in America? Because that's so crazy. Like, there's trying to solve a pinky nail being hurt, and they're like, yo, but it might cause depression, heart failure,
Suicide.
suicidal
You
thoughts.
might die and jumped off the bridge.
The pharmaceutical industry and government are all intertwined. They
Of
tie
course.
together. There's lobbyists that are constantly in
Of
Washington
course.
trying to get things. So I mean, sadly, there's nothing we can do. We will never have free healthcare. It's too much.
Yeah.
We're too intertwined with government and corporate. It's just never gonna happen. But I mean, look, it's a mess, but
it was really jarring for me.
It worked.
And understand, I was there I landed on a Sunday. I left out on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
I really can say I saw no commercials.
That's crazy.
Any
I could say I see like 20 a day.
of medicine.
Well, because their thing is free, right?
Yeah, they're
It's
free.
not
That's what I was about to
national.
say.
Yeah,
Their
so-
stuff is free.
So that makes sense. Same thing
Right.
in Canada. So you don't see any.
So there's no marketing
There's no
promo.
marketing.
Yeah.
promo
Right,
for
because
it.
there's
Yeah.
nothing to really
So
sell.
so that makes sense. I didn't even think about that honestly, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's why you don't really see.
But
I
that's
saw
another.
a whole lot about gambling. They
Oh,
like,
we
like,
get that too.
whatever. They big on bingo, some type
Yeah.
of bingo gambling. Saw a whole lot about that. I saw a whole lot about cleaning products.
Oh,
really?
Well,
We
they,
getting that
they
too?
need it. They need it.
Yeah.
They also
And
need
here's
chloride in
the
their
other
water.
kicker, right? I saw a whole lot about body products. So they had like a Axe commercial
Yes.
for body,
You'll see that.
and it was like
You don't have to shower, but you can spray.
people
Yeah.
were spraying.
That's the other.
Sweet nice.
That's the YT people.
Yes.
Sweet nasty.
They were spraying the underboob, and then it said,
underboob. Oh,
"Wait,"
no.
but then the fucking caption was like, "Boobs or titties," right? And then there was a commercial.
Both. Oh, that's what I was.
Right? No, there was a commercial, right? Where dude was playing basketball, and then dude went for the jump shot. And when he went for the jump shot, there was some man smelling his balls. And it said balls or marbles.
Neither.
It was like, what the fuck?
Pause.
And then,
That
like,
commercial
there was a
pause.
man in the movie, same commercial. There was a man in the movie theater, and he was just trying to, excuse me, pardon me, coming through, going through the aisle. And dude, there was a woman smelling his ass crack. Like, so I was sitting there like,
I'm
oh,
into
y'all raunchy. And then somebody reminded me, y'all remember Benny Hill?
Oh yeah, that little man running around after
Benny
the
Hill was
women.
fired.
So I am not surprised about what you're telling me in the UK.
Well, yeah, in Europe in general, that's how the
So
commercial.
no,
Yeah.
but the UK itself is
Freaky.
very much. So I dated someone. You
course
pretty
you
much
did.
know this from the UK. And
He said, "Of course you did."
and he introduced me to Naked Attraction, and I could
What is
not
that?
believe
Yeah,
Naked
well,
Attraction.
that
Look how
on
interested you are, Wolf.
I'm like naked
on
attraction.
British TV, they show naked body parts. They start with down here, and they have either a man or a woman, and sometimes it could be gay or straight. And you eliminate people from like feet to knee, from knee to like.
So this is
up
like
here.
a dating show?
Yes.
Oh,
And
okay,
you have people in
okay.
these like little cubicle
Oh,
things.
I've seen
I feel
those
like I've
before.
seen it, actually.
Like pop the balloon and it.
Yeah, but I've
Comes
seen
on
one
in the
about
UK
shoes.
at
Yeah.
night at like 10 at night.
I feel like it's
and
on
I was
Prime.
like, this is
Yeah.
national TV in the UK. They show everything.
Well, they got nothing
So
else.
a man is there
Wow.
watching like
Woman, you see the vagina, you see the ass, you see the tits, you see
and then you- and then
everything.
you
And
say
then you
you
eliminate
attracted-
them based
And
upon
then
the little
you-
part.
you
actually
can
show
say-
it. They actually show the body part. Like the pom pom, they show
yes,
that. Yeah,
the
they're trying to-
dicks
yeah.
and
But
everything.
is the penis hard or is it?
however you want to be when you're. However you want to be when you're there.
Because they.
This your gay year.
So however you want to be.
I'm trying to relate to
So 4 of us are in a box. We're all, let's say, males.
Yes.
If I get hard, it's shown on TV. And
that's what I want to know, because phallus penis could be shown on
no, like
thing. Yeah.
You see the whole thing.
What?
And you
phallus penis could be shown on some American cable.
Wait, what?
Penis,
okay, wait.
but
It's a soft dick can be shown on the American.
Well, this is if you get hard or not, and so and they will say, well, I like the shape, I don't like the balls, I don't like the hair. Same thing with the vagina. They'll be like, I like how it's shaped.
I feel like, you know what, it's on Hulu, I think.
I've seen something like that on
Naked
TikTok.
Attraction.
I've seen one on TikTok
Naked
where it's just
Attraction.
about the footwear. They'll look at the woman's footwear and they'll be like, I like this or I don't like it. But I've never heard
can't pick a shorty from a.
No. I remember going to the Hulu, but continue.
You going to watch it? You gonna put it in your favorites?
They do it based upon the footwear.
JP, are you serious? Like you could show like
in the US.
Yeah, like Showtime, like
HBO. I remember seeing
Cinemax,
Showtime. Yeah,
remember like Oz?
It's paid, so
yeah, I've seen
remember
Oz.
I remember Oz. I really don't.
Yeah, I
really don't remember that. All this, I really don't remember that.
Yeah, Oz showed a lot of.
Oh, what's that new show? P Valley.
Yeah.
Oh, P Valley was bad.
Yeah, P Valley. Run shit.
Alright, so
Run shit.
And no, I do not want to see hard penis.
Okay.
But I am educated.
He likes the
It's
plastic
okay.
ones.
Pause. You like to educate yourself.
He likes the dead ones.
That was actually a good one.
He likes to educate himself. Education is good.
Alright,
Stay abreast for your job.
I don't think I could pick. I don't think I could pick a female out just by her vagina. Yeah.
I think I could.
What?
Because they are different. They are different, actually.
But
I mean, some got bigger
like
labias than others, longer labias, a lot more.
Well, I don't know, because I'm not straight, but I feel like if a straight man...
Breasts don't have labias.
Talking about the labia, if you're looking at the coochie.
You're talking about the coochie.
Yeah.
My bad. I got all the way confused.
You should know it, because if I, as a gay man, if I know it and I feel it and I suck it, I know how to identify it.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
There's like 3 or 4 steps I just missed.
It just went like this.
It's like 3 or 4 steps I just missed just now.
When you suck the lip.
Okay. All right.
No.
So hold up. Growing up, right? I don't know if you know Spur Tree.
No, what's Spurtree?
Look, yes, Kim Passion.
In Manchester, St. Elizabeth, with his Spur Tree.
Okay, okay.
So it's a windy road. A lot of accidents do happen.
Yes.
And so, growing up, I always hear the story of a woman who her husband died in a car accident.
Yeah.
And they wanted to identify the body. And they asked if she could identify the body. And she said yes. And they said, how can you identify the body? And she said, those who feel it knows it.
Oh.
See, but that's the story of Egypt. That's the story of Egypt. Egyptian gods, Iris and Osiris. But whatever. So this is a good segue into this Diddy
the next topic.
Okay, yeah, I'm like, let's go into
the Diddy.
Now, I want to ask TK something else, but we get back to that, baby.
Yeah, because you're in the gay area.
This is gay.
Yeah, that's what he said.
This
That's not what I said.
Oh, he said
That's
I'm
what
happy.
he
I'm
is
happy
claiming.
that
okay, there's nothing wrong with that.
See my sneakers?
Yes, I love it. I'm
He's
down
ready for Pride Month.
Yes, I love you.
But before we get to the Diddy, sis, I'm glad that you're able to, because I fuck with everybody. What do you think of definition of genders?
That's a very broad question.
Yeah, it's very broad. What does that
What do
mean?
you mean?
Like, what do you mean by that?
Do you think there's more
Are you
than...
talking about pronouns?
Yeah, pronouns.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So pronouns, for me, I prefer to go by name or MS.
Thank you.
Alison threw her hands up in the air like hallelujah.
Yeah, because I'm a Kim, but with the they and the them for me is very hard because that's plural. So when you're calling yourself a they or you're them, so I'm like, well, how much of y'all are there? And they're like, no, it's they.
How much of y'all are there?
But what I don't like, not to cut you off, what I don't like is for people to get mad because because
they
you
get very mad.
Yeah, you get very mad, and it's just like, listen, I'm not doing it purposefully.
Right,
but honestly, how I grew up,
Right.
and they means multiple people. So when you telling me that you're not her or she, I'm they or them, it's very difficult.
If you say they are coming over, you're like, okay, so I gotta
Everything is
prepare.
more people.
But now we don't know what they are. They could be them, or they could be one person.
Multiple people.
Either way you
My
prepare.
whole thing is, right? It's not even the they or them and multiple. It's just a lot to remember.
It's a lot.
So I agree with you. I just go by name.
And yes, and I think that's.
I want to respect you.
Yes.
I don't care about your sexuality. I don't. I love everybody. So, and I've said this for, I don't care how many shows we've had. I've always said this. I don't care who you sleeping with, provided you are safe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, if you come in and be like, he beating the shit out of me, that's an issue for me.
That's different.
Yeah.
That's totally different. Yes.
That's
yes.
what I care about.
Yes.
That's
He beat the shit out
exactly
of
what
you,
I
I'll
care
tell you how
about.
to kill him.
But
We know.
the whole
We know you're violent.
We know.
because now, I'll come and listen. The goon will come out. If you my friend, the goon will come out.
The goon coming.
For whomever, the goon is coming.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
And I will call my goon squad for whomever.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just let me remember your name.
Right.
Yes.
Because I can't remember your name and your pronoun. And I'm dealing with thousands of other people.
Right.
I'm not trying to disrespect you.
And I think some
Yeah, but
people
they
don't
get
get
mad at
it.
you, though.
And I don't think
So-
and people would change their names too. And it's
So,
like,
with all respect, right? As a member of the community,
But we're all members of the community.
I mean, at the end of the
not,
day,
not everybody. Not everybody. Because some people say they're not.
We're all
No,
in
everybody's
the
not a
community.
member of the
But some people are not
He's
all
talking about
members.
a
So
specific
the
community.
Yeah, he is.
I'm talking about the
The letters.
LGBTQIA
Right.
plus.
But remember,
community.
in that plus, we're included too.
True,
But some
because-
people don't want to be included in that.
That's true. Some people don't want to be included.
Right.
But-
Because I have an issue with somebody be like, you're cisgender.
Right.
Oh
Who
well,
said
yeah.
I want to be, can I just be my name? Like,
Yes.
And I feel like some people don't respect that though.
True.
They don't respect it. It's
I
like,
don't get this cisgender thing, but what I always tell people, you can call me he or you can call me she.
right.
Which is, it's preferably to call me by name, but I am not they, I'm not them,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
not it.
Oh,
am
I never
not
heard
an
it.
item.
I've never heard it.
yeah. Some people
It-
say it. Some people say it.
Really?
Yeah.
I am
When you trying
not
to be
an item.
I don't wanna be
disrespectful,
called
Yeah, that sounds disrespectful.
When you trying to be
rude.
disrespectful, you
I
call
am
them
not an
it.
item. Like,
that's
I'm
a
a
red
human
balloon
being.
in a horror
Yeah.
story.
So
But some people say
I'm
it.
not it. I'm not they. I'm not them.
Yeah.
He, she, Tivaun, Shelby.
Well, thank you
Tim,
for
whatever.
you know.
That's dope.
listening to
That's
things.
dope.
Because people do get upset.
They go get
and
it.
and I've actually had a situation at our place where we hang out regularly.
Nothing
And-
ain't funnier than JP's.
JP almost got beat up by what?
Yes,
You
yes,
remember?
the same girl.
Is that true?
The
You was
same
there?
girl.
What happened?
And but she even got mad at me one time, and she
You
likes
said
me.
she? Oh shit.
Well, I know she's probably gonna be pissed off.
I would have said the one with the armpit.
No, what she,
Oh,
Not the armpit. Not the armpit. Not the armpit.
well, this person no longer works there.
Okay.
And they are nice and so on,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
but they
right.
had an issue and just always correcting you when you call them by like she or she. And I'm like, well, you are what I see,
Right.
And you can't get mad at people. And I saw it do with everybody. You can't get mad at people for they see a female, they're going to call you a she.
And that's what I meant about. Sorry, not to cut
Yeah,
you.
His shit was so
But she got
shit was so simple.
But that's
Like-
what I was not to cut you off. But that's what I meant about the gender part. Like, if I look at you, it's
I'm
either
looking
you don't
at
look like
a female.
I can't look at they. I can't look and see they if I'm just looking at
So
you.
that's a common Freudian slip that I can't. I don't know what people have gone through. I don't know what-
Right.
But working in a situation like that, I think you should be flexible. In your
Absolutely,
judgment to say,
absolutely.
It's like you're not respecting how I grew up. Like I grew up only knowing
Correct.
he's and she's.
And
like I
this
didn't
is
grow up
a
knowing.
bar. This is where everybody's coming to, right?
Correct. Different
you have
walks of
different
life.
walks of life. So you need
Different
to actually
experiences.
adapt more so than everybody else.
And it's
So-
a part to educate people, and I think like certain people
They
don't
miss
want to
the
educate.
opportunity.
Yes,
They
they
miss
don't
the
want to. They
opportunity.
don't want to
Yes,
educate. They
yes,
just
yes.
want to blame and say this is because this
And you
try-
ignorant. And you
Yeah, and it's like I'm
But
not
you're being
ignorant.
because you're yelling and you're making people feel
Yeah.
uncomfortable. So you feel uncomfortable, and I know you make everybody else feel uncomfortable.
And then it almost makes me feel like you're
So
really not comfortable with you.
Because they're not.
Yeah, you're not comfortable with
right.
yourself.
If I am, as much as I do not like they or them, if I am referred to as that, I don't take offense to it. I take that opportunity to say,
Yeah.
they refers to
One man to a pum pum. Oh, sorry.
One man,
See,
It
I
refers
wouldn't,
to,
I
you
wouldn't
know.
naturally reference
Okay.
somebody as like a it, that, they, because I feel like it's so dismissive.
I mean,
Yes.
it's
You know what I'm saying?
especially.
Like, and people may want to be called that, but I just feel like it's them over there in the corner.
Them
Right.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll be
Or
like, what's
those
your,
people.
So I'll just be like,
Or-
what's your name? Josephine? So Josephine
Maybe I
is
call you
over there.
Josephine.
And Josephine is
Yes.
going
Even
home.
if you're a they or them, I'm
and
gonna call you
Josephine,
by your
yeah,
name
I'm
to
because
like-
avoid that whole
Yes.
crazy shit.
And I started doing that too,
Yes.
even where I work too. Like sometimes the kids would change their names
Yeah.
on you, boom, one time. Like that's not what I go by no more. And you're like,
We're like, you know what?
And here's the crazy shit. If a kid is of age to change their name, even if their parent doesn't agree, as a school, we got to call them whatever it is they
yeah,
want to be called
yeah,
by.
we have to.
And I got no problem doing that because I'm going to honor my kids.
Yeah,
But it becomes so confusing.
it's
talking to the
confusing
parent,
It's-
talking to them.
because the
Yeah.
parent don't know, so now you got to call them by
Right,
the
the
real
parent don't
name
know.
or the dead
Do
name.
you, I don't even think, and I don't want to get heavy. I don't even think
But
y'all
we always
understand.
do, though. But I
Right,
love
we
it.
do.
Yeah,
How many homeless teens there are simply because of their sexuality?
Yeah, of course.
So, I can say that when I first immigrated here, I did not have the best experience. My father's side of the family, they're very homophobic.
Yeah.
And they condemned, like my aunt's husband told my cousins not to use whatever utensils I use in the house because they would be gay.
Wow. In
So-
today's day and age.
Yes, and that was I immigrated here 2012.
You
so
and you were grown at 18.
yes, I came
Yeah.
here 18.
Yeah,
And it was very like, and they were like, well, how can you go to church? And how can and I'm like,
And by the
why are
way,
you putting
guys,
it on?
Well, maybe it is
he's
way.
actually super into church. He's like part of the
Because
board
God
of
made me
church.
this way.
Hmm?
I said, because God made me
God,
this way.
right. God
Like,
made me this way.
I have always been one of those people. I've always been one of those people. Provided you are safe and
Yes.
keeping other people safe, what the fuck business is it of
Yes.
mine?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And the same way, I'm a whole tomboy. Everybody knows that about me. You see
Until
me-
she dresses up.
until I dress up, or until a bug comes, until
Oh yeah, when the bug comes or a breeze touches her neck.
until something happens, right? I want my community, because I'm part of the community. If I tell you this nigga just slapped me, y'all better jump him.
Right. So the community as a whole,
Like-
right? So yeah.
I the same way I'm gonna look out for you. If I come, what happened to you, Al? I just want everybody to be safe. Like
Yeah.
you know,
That's-
family in this thing.
I only care who you fucking and if I'm fucking you. So
right.
I want to know.
Yes,
So
right. It's none of my business. Now,
Who,
now,
if I
now,
don't
like
know,
Allison said, if somebody's beating you up,
oh yeah, I mean we got.
I mean,
That's what some.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
goes
that's
without
different.
saying.
That's
Yeah,
different.
that goes without
Yeah,
saying. I mean
yeah.
that's men and women.
yeah,
You know?
but I don't care what you do. You can go fuck a donkey if you like.
No.
No, alright. You kinda
No.
see?
Looking at you
You're
differently.
gone too far, man.
No,
You're
looking at you
gone
differently.
too far.
I'm not saying
my
that.
friend.
I'm not saying that. I'm
you
not okay
can't
with
be my
bestiality.
friend.
Is that
Yeah.
one of the letters?
And bestiality.
That's what's called
I'm not
bestiality.
into that
I'm looking
either.
at
But
you
again,
different.
if that's your business, that's
Your
your business.
dick
I
go
don't
in the
care.
dog.
You
We gotta
wanna
talk.
go Fuck a chicken, that's your thing. You know,
Yeah,
West
fuck
Virginia.
Virginia.
Why you
No,
keep
no,
fucking
fuck
animals?
no.
You kill
Because people do
Go
that
for
for
the
animals.
flashlight.
I'm
Not
saying
your friend.
We accept everybody.
No, I'm judging you.
I will judge you if you
Let
fuck
a cat
animals.
say
Well,
meow
I
because
will.
of you.
I will judge you.
You know
promise
what
you.
though? I will tell you a story.
I'll judge you if you fuck corpses too.
Oh, that's
Who?
okay. That's a whole
Corpses.
nother. There's a name for that.
Yeah,
What's
your
that
problem,
name?
your problem.
Necrophilia.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have.
Oh, you knew that
So-
word. You ain't no Garnet Silk. But you,
Ignore that.
Just saying. Let that little cat say meow too smooth when you walk by.
Oh, hey.
I don't like you.
No, but you know what though? When I was in college, I remember there was this dude that used to be in the computer lab all the time. Sometimes I walk by his, and I was like, this dude is looking at animals, and I never thought about it until after I graduated years later. This guy was a sick man, and he was in college at that time. I'd be curious to see what his life is like right now. Because he was like
Kendrick's friend from the lab.
my brother.
Highlight him. He misses you.
No, do not. Because
Don't highlight Kendrick, because
No,
Kendrick
don't-
won't be my friend no
No,
more.
yeah, don't holler at me. Don't holler at me.
Telling y'all now,
I'll still love you,
cutting-
man.
I'm
When I do
cutting
nothing
folks
animal.
off.
When I know animal.
I still love you. I'll deport you. I'll call it.
Calling ice.
Get my little 2,000
Well,
or
I
whatever.
was just saying. My point was, we accept people for who they are.
Absolutely.
But not the bestiality, but we accept people for what they are. If you have bestiality, you keep it to yourself.
Ooh.
Yes.
And no
Moving on.
no
No, we gotta
pedophiles,
discuss
no,
this.
Yeah,
grown adult
no,
sex.
Grown
no,
adult sex.
no little girls.
And salute you, TK, for actually, because I hate when I can't have conversations with gay people. It makes me like, because I'm one of y'all.
For this shit.
For this year. For this
Nah,
year.
but I just want to have grown conversations with people and like let's learn about each other.
Yeah, let's
like,
learn.
No,
That's my
absolutely.
thing. I think it's
I'm
in
a
the
fan.
learn.
Yeah, let's learn from each other
Yeah.
and grow
Because I think,
and all.
I think that we have more to contribute to society when we sit down and talk with each other about our ideas, about our misnomers, about our expectations. Because at the end of the day, if we look at everything, we all fucking with Trump.
We have no other choice.
Right.
I mean,
We're not
And
sure.
speaking of heavy
Speaking of
sexual,
deviance.
what y'all think about Diddy? And his trial started today.
yes. Did he done?
Did it done?
You know what?
I think Diddy
or
go-
no, or the jury selection.
The jury selection.
Jury
Ah,
jury
jury
selection.
selection.
Here's why I don't think
Yeah.
Diddy done.
I think he gonna
You
get
don't think
off.
he's done?
I think
You
he gonna get
know,
off.
it's public opinion. You know what I mean? So
Right,
So,
but so
I
was
don't-
Bill
Yeah,
Cosby.
yeah.
And that dude sitting blind at his house.
That's
I don't
true.
think he's gonna get off for a lot of reasons.
yeah, I don't think.
For a lot of reasons, abuse was happening, and people felt like they couldn't talk about it, and even though the judge said that, I don't know if it's a male or female, but the judge said that they're willing to bring in at least 50 jurors a day until they can select.
That's what I'm thinking. I was thinking about. How you not gonna know who the hell Diddy is? And what's happening?
Exactly.
Right, so, I mean, it's
Yeah,
really
so
hard.
you're literally
there
gonna
are
know.
going
Yes,
to
you
be
could've
people
known.
on that jury with bias.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Of course.
Absolutely.
And
The
the-
Midwest
and
side.
let me tell you,
Everybody.
once
No,
public
it don't matter where
opinion
you
is
move it
out
to,
there,
It's done.
it's done. Once that video came out with Cassie,
But
Yes.
Cassie,
it
Oh,
was
yeah, that's
like
something to
it
find.
was
Here's the thing.
like boom.
but here's the thing, Cassie's not on trial.
But
Yeah.
Cassie,
That was
but it
that's
doesn't
don't make
matter.
it
But it
image.
doesn't matter.
That's part of the image.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter whether
Right.
she's on trial or not.
But
The
that damages
moment
her.
that
Yeah.
that video came out, those jurors are going to have it in their mind
Right.
that
There's
Diddy-
nothing you can do about that. He didn't apologize because he's like, there's absolutely nothing you can do about it.
But he's dumb. He's dumb.
Well, I mean, obviously he's an idiot.
Because that plea deal, fuck yes, I'm guilty.
Well, he turned it down.
Charge
Of
me, that's what I'm
course,
saying.
because he
Charge
want
me.
to come out
I'm
saying guilty, and even if he comes
But
out and
how
say
much
he's not
time would
guilty,
he have did for the plea deal?
Less than what he would have done if he had paid.
Right,
But he still he
He's
don't even
pulling-
want to do nothing.
Well, let's think
That's
about
the
this.
point.
Like I said, he's pulling a Bill Cosby. Yes, I fucked these people, but it was consensual.
Yeah.
Right.
And what happened with Bill Cosby? He got off. It was consensual
Yeah,
sex.
he got
All right,
off,
all
but
right,
his
all right,
image,
all right.
his
Technicality,
image, but his
yes.
image, his
Here it
image
is,
is
here it is.
tarnished.
Guess what? But I
Which
still
is
got
it?
millions of dollars.
Exactly.
Yeah, you may have millions of dollars, but
And I
it's
still watch the
tarnished.
Cosby Show. I watch the
But
Cosby Show.
I mean, so I do
Hold
like
up,
it,
hold up,
but it's
hold
not
up.
about that. Let's think about Diddy. Diddy's thing is about being a part of image. He wants his image. He wants to be out there. He wants
good
to
for
be
publicity,
known.
yeah.
He wants to be out there. Now, even if he gets off, there's nobody that wants to be associated with Diddy.
Everybody's still gonna be associated.
No, they're not. They're not. People turn their back on Diddy.
So I agree with you, yes and no with that. Look,
people
at the
turn
end
their
of the
back
day,
on Diddy.
He's still gonna.
Trump will want to be
people
associated with him.
There's still money involved.
Right.
in
If
this.
Trump could get president, Diddy go be
Correct.
But it's
Diddy
about
gonna
his
get on.
image. It's about his image. I'm telling you.
Well, look, yeah, but I think that there is going to people are still going to want to at some point be because he's still
a millionaire.
He's a money maker. He's still a
Right.
money maker for them. So granted, yes, he's tainted. Trump is tainted. People still want to work with Trump. They still do.
Tainted in
I
what
mean,
way?
You know, like so
Same shit that they was talking about Diddy for.
But
Yeah,
Diddy
yeah,
is
grab him by
actually
the
in
pussy.
jail.
yeah, well,
I mean, he's a black. Exactly,
So
people.
that's the only difference. Trump is a white man,
And that's a big difference. Hello, it's a big difference. Come on.
Massive.
But that's why we
Orange,
gotta
white.
change it, man.
When-
Diddy grab
when
him
we
by the
gonna-
pussy.
Diddy ain't bankrupt, not nothing.
Well, all right, guys,
Exactly.
listen, we're coming up on
Except
that time.
G Dep
We're
and
almost
them.
coming up on time.
Coming up on
Well, people.
people in general. So we're coming up on that time, guys. So what else do we want to talk about before we escape?
We usually wrap this up by saying what we've been up to, and what we got going on. So we know Ali came from England and she's
from
sick.
England.
She's not feeling
She
good.
didn't see none of it.
Yeah,
She didn't see none of it.
But she pulled through.
sad.
Thank
Pulled
you.
through.
She
Thank you.
survived it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ali. Thank you.
And wait, y'all.
Oh.
Broke best friend number 2 loading.
Yay!
What's that?
She's having a grandchild.
I'm having another
A
grandchild.
little girl. Can we say
It's
it?
a girl.
Get
We can
it.
officially
So
announce.
she's having a babe.
And my
Yes,
daughter
and it
is
means
graduating
so
with her
much.
master's this weekend.
Yes.
Dope.
I'm going up. My son is working on his master's.
Dope.
Like, we outside. We
You
outside.
have done well with your kids, Allison. You have
Yes,
done well
I
with your
love
kids.
They
that.
have done well
Yes,
with me.
Yes, you've
They
done very
have
well.
done well
That's
with me.
amazing.
And I'm glad that your second child is coming because those are her children.
Those are her children,
Yes,
definitely.
But back to the Diddy situation.
You want to go back to Diddy?
Just for a little bit, consensual sex sometimes has a thin borderline of becoming
Thin.
very thin borderline of becoming sexual abuse.
I
Like
agree.
there's I'm gonna share an experience. Oops.
Uh-oh.
So there's one
You
time
have
I
2
met
minutes.
this guy.
Oh no, 30 seconds.
You have 30 seconds. Go.
I met this guy on the road and he came over to me and he's like, "You like me?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's go." We went into a video store to have sex.
Y'all went to
What?
Blockbuster to have sex?
That quick?
Video store to have, yeah, I mean, I was coming from like
This
a
is another
sex orgy club.
thing. I think gay men are freaky.
Oh,
but
you
anyway,
already- he was already coming from a sexual one.
Right.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
he put it in.
all right. So
And then he said,
This is
and
my
then he
wrap up.
said, no. And then he said, if
And
you wanted to stay, you gotta pay.
wow.
Oh, yes, he did.
Wow.
Yes, he did.
Wow.
And on that note, guys.
No, we not ending on that note. We are not ending on that note. We are not ending on
Night,
that.
I gotta pee.
Well,
I'm going in that bathroom.
you could be consensually. You can go by yourself.
Essentially be close the door.
Real quick, my birthday weekend is finally over.
Yeah.
It was
A whole
it
month
was
ago.
a freaking
It was
month.
fun. It was
Now, your son's
fun.
birthday's coming up. That's how you do it?
No, my son's everything is
A
done. Everything
whole
is done.
month
A
ago.
whole month ago
That
it
was
been
fun.
done.
But my son is graduating next week.
Yeah.
Yes, let's go, guys.
What is he graduating
So he's older
from?
than JP. So.
Louisiana high school, so he's going to college.
When you
But
going tomorrow?
Nice.
no, next week I'll be out in
next
Louisiana, God willing, and
Nice.
yeah, he's gonna take a year off and figure his life out
Good, I love that.
without
Okay.
wasting the money.
Tell him I
No,
said
don't waste
don't.
your money.
Yeah, don't waste
He's
my
gonna stay
money.
with you for the year?
Tell him I
But
said
half and
don't.
half, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And I'm actually graduating this month.
For your masters.
Another bachelor's. So because
I like how you make
my
everything
first
about you.
major was human services, and then I switched. I wanted to go into an MBA program, and the MBA program I had to do all these prerequisites because the human services doesn't cover the prerequisites for the MBA program. So I said I'll do a bachelor's in that and then switch.
Is the city helping you pay for this?
Well, no, I took student loans. I'm not worried. You work for the city. You know, you get loans.
Yeah.
You know what the man not worry. You know what? You know what the man not worry?
No, congratulations.
Congratulations.
But yeah, so
Let's go.
Wolf, what you been up to?
Nothing.
I'm in the MBA program.
Sounds about right. We heard everything from TK.
Yeah, so
What's going on your end?
I'm just
Oh,
working.
everything
I'm
goes
just
on in
working.
his
Yeah,
head.
working.
Mother sucker. No, no. I haven't been doing it. I just work. Just work is a lot of work. But
So on my side, my kids are graduating from
Yes.
high school. I'm very
Oh,
excited.
so
I'm a
you
part
have
of
kids?
that.
so many.
Yeah.
20 of them.
All
She been
60,
outside,
all
kid
60 of
passion.
them.
You have 60 of them?
Yes.
Oh, all your
going-
classes?
All the
Oh,
the
in that
seniors
school, I can't-
in
oh,
the
can't
school.
move.
Yeah.
Not my womb. And we're going on a senior trip to
Carlo.
Virginia. Looking forward
You're
to
gonna
do
where?
it. They're going to a senior trip in Virginia.
Oh.
So I'm very excited for that, and trying to do more therapy this summer. So I'm a licensed therapist, so we're gonna
know
go
that.
back.
What kind of
Yeah.
licensed therapist are you?
So I'm a licensed master social worker.
I didn't know. Oh, you know I'm hiring one. Do you
Oh,
know
amazing! Yeah, I will
But-
definitely talk to you after.
No, but
Kimmy,
I
Kimmy,
can
be
talk about that.
What I do want to say is thank you guys for having us. We
Hey.
really love
Hey.
being a part of this.
Hey.
This was really fun. This was really, really fun.
And we off this. We out of here.
Gintv. We getting it in. We getting it in.